welcome to the 12th episode of the Brave News channel. I'm your host Shali and we're here with Rizky.
Hello.
And for those wondering where Anthony is, well, he's not going to be joining us today because he is on vacation. So he's off somewhere having fun while the two of us have to work here. Anthony, we'll get you next time. Anyway, this is the show that will bring all the good information and updates about our favorite app in the whole entire world, Brave Frontier Global, available to you for iOS, Android, Amazon, Kindle, and also Windows Phone. And today is a little bit special because why, Rizky? Why is today special? Besides the fact that Anthony's not here.
Well, we are having a very recent update from the Japanese version. People are very waiting on it.
But not necessarily about the app itself. About the Brave News channel. What's so special about this Brave News channel?
Something with 12?
12.
Something with 12?
This episode marks the whole year of the Brave News channel.
Hey.
Yay! I can't believe we made it this far. We've come such a long way from the first episode. Everything is so different and the way we do things is so different. So thank you all for your support and for being with us of the whole, the whole journey. We appreciate you so much and are so glad that every time you come and you expect these videos every month to come out. So thank you so much. But yes, not only celebrating BNC, we do have awesome updates for you guys as always. So let's get to it, shall we?
Let's go.
The Brave updates. All right. So this time around, we actually have some new raid missions, which is exciting because we haven't had new raid missions for a while. They've been all kind of raid class 6. Most recently, all of the demons from Ishgria have been appearing as the bosses of these raids. But we are going to see some older bosses. Some more raid exclusive bosses that are going to be making an appearance again. So for raid class 5, we'll have the Shadow over Mount Zilland, and we are gonna be facing enemies such as Arsali, Golborg, Mystic, and Aldelia.
Yep.
So, and is that at the same time? So that's 4 bosses in one mission. Don't go alone. Bring a friend.
You can't solo this.
I mean, you could try, but I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely not. Yes, and for raid class 6, we have 3 new missions. We have Carnage Manifested, which has Shusui, Baron, and Mora all in the same mission. Clash of Rivals with Beorg and Mordlim, and the Elusive Mitsudomoe with Amuyuno's Malord and Kallen. So some of them are going to have 2 bosses, 3 bosses, as many as 4 bosses. So you got to bring your A game. You have to be ready for anything. For anything.
And just as a reminder, you can always go with your guild mates for this, and you will get extra drop rate for that. So yeah. Do bring your guild mates, those all the high level players. Exactly.
Milk it for all it's worth. You'll get all your usual raid rewards and stuff like that, and on top of that you can work on building your guild rank and stuff.
And of course getting their rare spheres. Yeah. That's the most important thing.
That too.
Right.
Okay, and we are all excited about the raid content that is coming our way, but the most exciting thing that is happening right now, of course everybody is freaking out about it, is the newest chapter of the Brave Frontier universe, chapter 3. We had Grand Gaia first, and then we had Ishgria, the land of the demons, and now in chapter 3, the Summoner. You guys finally get to be an actual part of the story by becoming one of the units in the game. Isn't that awesome?
So what is the requirement for this, Sally?
Well, in order to be able to unlock chapter 3 of Brave Frontier, you have to have beaten Menon, which is the last land available in Ishgria. There is, of course, Mildren that you can unlock if you beat all of the bonus dungeons in Ishgria. And Mildren is the place where you can get the materials to evolve Ark to his best form possible. But you don't have to go that far. You actually just have to beat the
normal story.
The normal story, until the very end. You have to beat Karnamasta. At the last stage, I think he has 3 different forms that he goes through. And once you beat that, you will be able to unlock Chapter 3 and get your summoner avatar that everybody is just freaking out about. And about the avatars, I'm excited for them too. However, please keep in mind that the customization at this point in time, since it's a new feature, is actually pretty limited. So as far as what you can change about your avatar, you can change their gender. You can choose to be female or male. You can choose what element you want to be. However, please also keep in mind that the color of your hair will probably represent your element. So if you're wanting to be blonde, that means that you're gonna have to choose like thunder.
Lightning,
And if you want your hair to be blue, then you're gonna have to be a water unit. So you're gonna have to make a choice, guys. You either go for the fashion side or just the stylish side, or you go for the element that you are most comfortable with. That's gonna be up to you. You can also change the style of your hair. So you can have short hair, you can have messy hair, you can have nice hair. That's all up to you.
And most of the time you have to change your elements because the gameplay itself is made to tone down, to make it more difficult for you if you don't use specific elements. So sometimes you have to change for the practical reason.
Right. So you're going to have to also keep that in mind, making sure that you try a little bit of everything. I think it may, don't quote me on this, but it may take a gem sometimes in order for you to choose a different element for your unit. I'm not entirely sure about that. I think if the story requires it, they might just let you do it without any penalties. But I think if you try to just change it out of the blue, it might cost you something. So just be aware of that when choosing your element for your unit. And the interesting thing also about your summoner unit is that you don't really make them grow through fusion as you would a normal summoned unit. It's more about the experience that you gather through all the quests that you complete throughout the game. And so when you first start with your summoner unit, you're going to actually be very limited as to how many units you can summon to help you in battle. And at the beginning, you probably will be able to only summon 5-star units, whereas if you grow to level 5, you get to summon 6-star units, and then all the way until you get to summon Omni units at like level 15 or so. So you just have to keep racking up those experience points in order to get stronger units to help you in battle. It's not going to be, so readily available for you. You can't just go into the summoning, door and expect a 7-star to come right out for you because, it's not going to work like that this time around.
It's also, the slot that you can use when equipping the unit will be limited as well. So it will be unlocked slowly. So you will be able to use more and more units as you go with the higher level. So at the beginning you probably can only use yourself plus your friend, another summoner friend.
So it's going to be a slow process, but you'll eventually get there. It's really about making your summoner avatar grow.
Growing stronger and stronger.
Exactly. And you'll also gain skill points through different quests that will allow you to have different boosts for your summoner avatar. You'll get, parameter boosts and spark damage boosts, BB, and also drop boosts as well. But that also comes through the completion of quests. So that's exciting. Another feature that is exciting about the summoner avatar is the introduction of weapons per se, because we've always had spheres in the Brave Frontier world, which are modeled after weapons like Delga or Urias and stuff like that. But the summoner actually gets customizable weapons this time around. You get to equip them and unequip them and choose which one is best for you. Everybody starts with the same one though, so it's not until you start clearing more quests that you will actually obtain different weapons that you can trade.
I think there will be other way to obtain more weapons beside the quest itself, so we'll just have to wait for the updates.
Right. There will be probably other ways in which you can get them, but one of the ways would be by clearing more quests. And of course, this will add to your summoner's power. It will also give you different BB effects and strengthen them. Also, as you level up your weapon, you will get different extra skills that come attached to that specific weapon, and you gain that experience to level up your weapon by fighting, normal enemies or with fusion materials. But of course, the spheres haven't disappeared. We have very specific spheres this time around called leader skill spheres, and basically what they do is that they actually provide a leader skill for your summoner avatar. So, you'll get a unique leader skill that is, fit just for you depending on the sphere that you get. And then you can unlock more leader skills as you, again, progress through the game. So, it sounds very repetitive, but the key to the Chapter 3 of Brave Frontier is really just growing with the game itself. There won't be any shortcuts for anyone this time around. You really have to just take it one quest at a time and rack up as many experience points that you can, or skill points, and make your character grow with you as you play the game.
And I think with the base design itself, it will allow you to make your own unit, as in customize your unit that you really want. Like maybe if you get it from the summon, sometimes you don't get the unit that you want. Like for example, this unit is missing mitigation, or this unit is missing this skill. But now you can make your own. You can customize your own unit to be ideal unit.
Right, exactly. Unit. Your ideal unit that is based on you already.
Of course, at the moment there are not so much option on this. So probably we will have to as the months progress, and we will have to get more item, more skills.
Exactly. So don't expect everything to be available right away. Again, the customization level of your summoner avatar is very limited at this point in time, and when I say limited, I mean from looks. You won't get this skin tone for your customized avatar, which of course I would hope they do in the future sometime. But not also for that, but also with the skills and the things that you'll be able to add on to your summoner avatar in order to have them perform better in battle. The options will also grow as we explore this new function and we add more content to Chapter 3 of the Brave Frontier saga.
Right.
Yeah.
And as the closing update from our developer, so we are still aiming for releasing this in September. So we will do our best. But there might be some minor things happening, and we need to adjust. So. We will still do our best for delivering it in September. Don't worry.
Right. So it's not a promise to have it to you by September, but we will do our best to have it to you as soon as possible. So in the meantime, just enjoy, the second chapter, or what you have left of the second chapter of the Brave Frontier saga in Ishgria. Maybe try to clear those bonus dungeons to unlock Mildron and play in that area for a little bit before the chapter, the new chapter becomes available. And
make use of all of those battle speed.
Yes, yes, make use of that. Milk for all it's worth now that it will be available. So I'm excited about the summoner avatar. How do you feel, Risky?
Well, it's very interesting. I think
very new. Definitely very new.
I'm currently speeding up my Ishgria dungeon to I really want to try it.
He's so behind. He's
I'm kind of behind you a little bit on
You're
quest,
kind of
but not on the vortex, okay?
No. Okay.
All right.
You win some.
I'm the vortex guy.
Okay, yeah. All right, we're not going to get into a fight right now, Risky. We're going to keep it friendly. All right, well, that's all for the Brave updates. And next, we're going to have the Brave exclusives for you, so stick around.
So now we are going to have a whole new content item from Brave exclusive. We have the first things we have will be global exclusive Frontier Gate Precision.
Nice.
So I know you guys have enjoyed this content. I think we have a previous pandemic, and people are what a trolling Frontier Gate that was. Yeah. So this new Frontier Gate will be a special Frontier Gate as well. So our team we're working hard on taking a look at how we are going to deliver a new experience to the player. So two hints that we will be sharing on this episode will be first that enemy squad will take the action first instead of player squad.
Interesting. So you don't get the first hit.
Yeah, so there's no one hit kill anymore, guys. So so next hint will be you have to figure out a certain kill order or you are doomed.
So what does the kill order mean?
Kill order? Yeah. So hint that it will revive a certain kind of gameplay or a certain kind of unit that has long forgotten.
So what you're saying is that people shouldn't go in there and try to kill everybody at the same time because...
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have to think for another way to kill.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make some kind of arrangement with your squad to make sure that doesn't happen. Interesting.
Right. And what are the rewards here? Well, as usual, Frontier Gate will have different sets of points, milestones that you can achieve, and the usual reward as like a burst emperors, imkeys, and there's some mid and high tier spheres.
Nice.
But there will be one exclusive sphere that is a continuation of the previous sphere, which will be named MEM module. There will be a summary of like what are the functionalities of this sphere. The type will be a spark sphere.
Oh, nice.
There will be a 30% attack, immunity to paralysis, curse, injury, 75% damage increased during the spark, and slightly increased BB gauge when dealing spark damage.
Okay, so it's all about the sparks.
So additional 30% attack is always welcome, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Standout sphere, so yeah.
And immunity to certain status effects at the same time. I don't think we have many spheres that have, you know, spark boosts with immunity to status effects. That's new to me. That's interesting.
Yeah, so
cool.
Yeah. Forward for this content.
Awesome.
And the next we will have a brief exclusive, a new series. Yay. It's called World of Galardhon.
Galardhon. Sounds fancy.
Sounds fancy.
Sounds fancy indeed.
So what is World of Galardhon? World of Galardhon consists of like mainly about the island of Fuindor.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuindor is a large island filled with a deep ancient secrets, and the flow of time in that island is a bit distorted, so it's not clear whether it's a past, present, or future.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a mystic island or something.
All right, it's an island.
With
trapped in time.
Trapped in time. Yes.
But you don't know what time or times.
But one thing for sure that there are a lot of the constant influx of demons there.
Okay.
So it's a very, very dangerous place.
I see. You don't know what time it is, but the demons are coming to attack you anyway.
But yeah, so what actually important with this island? So this island is a special island where people with a special sign being exiled to. The sign is called Fuin Signum. Okay,
a Fuin Signum.
So if you see in the slide there, you can see the symbol.
Right.
The symbol will be appearing on certain people, some people, but this kind of like a curse mark.
Okay.
That people are like, once you have this mark, you will be like, kind of like doomed or exiled by people. So,
wow.
People are afraid of this mark because when the mark appear on someone, that person will become increasingly aggressive towards other people.
Okay.
Yeah. And this mark has, it appears on all kind of different people. So like it can be from like, kind of like
girls, boys, rich, poor.
Holy people, poor people. Yeah.
It doesn't discriminate.
Yeah, it doesn't discriminate anyone. And why does this mark is considered as a curse mark? That's because people who are born with it will be reborn after death. So they are basically immortal in a bad way. They can't die, but it's like a suffering for them. They can't have a rest.
I see. Yeah.
So because of this, the nations are really fearful of this curse spreading towards people.
I see.
So that's why those who with Fuin Signum is exiled to this island of Fuindor.
Oh, okay, I see. So once you have the mark and people see you with the mark, you automatically get exiled.
Yeah. But different people see the exile as a different, like some of them see it as a challenge.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of demons there. They can strengthen themselves, like slaying more demons. The other people see it as like a desperate, like a last resort for them. Like if nobody wants to accept them anymore, it's like a desperation.
Right. So maybe to find a cure or salvation.
Yeah. And there were rumors about a cure if you traverse deep enough into the island.
Okay.
So yeah. So this Fuin Signum is like something really driving the whole story of the new series. And there will be the demons on the Fuindor will be aligned to one of the Rauk overlord.
Okay,
Yeah,
how do you say that again?
Rauk. Yeah. So the Rauk overlords it's basically the three demons that kind of like rule over human three aspects, which is soul, mind, and body.
And body, okay.
Yeah. So there will be like three demons that will be introduced on the story itself. So just wait for the story to appear. So basically,
no spoilers.
Yeah, most of the demons are aligned to one of these aspect, one of these three overlords, and the story will be about the characters itself encountering with the demons, or it can be like fighting with the demons, or it can be the demons itself.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be spoiling much for now.
Right.
But we have one.
Very interesting.
Yeah, we have one character that we will introduce this time, which is the new fire unit, the new Galardhon unit, fire element.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she is the witch hunter that we mentioned before.
Right, we did mention that in the last BNC.
And,
see, we keep our promises sometimes.
And this is her 7-star.
7 stars?
Okay, yeah, this is her 7 stars.
Wow,
She will be released
so they're
with
already
7-star.
starting very high then.
So she will be released with 7-star and only. And as you can see, she's a master of using both blade and gun.
Right.
Right. And I don't want to spoil much on the backstory of this character, but just if you can see, there is a insignium on her
right
belly
here,
area.
yeah. She's got one right there in red.
She got it on a certain kind of traumatic event happening to her. So what happened to her? Yeah.
No, she looks so cool.
Yes.
Why would she?
She looks kind of calm and like determined to like kill all the demons. But what actually happens that makes her like become so obsessed with killing demons?
Okay, so she already wanted to do that, but then something
because of that
drove her even
further because of that traumatic event.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so yeah, look forward for this.
She looks so kick-ass. I love her design.
She will be available permanently in Divine Summon. Yeah.
Did you say permanently?
Permanently.
One more time, Risky?
Shelly,
What?
permanently.
Oh my God! Did you hear that? It's not a time-limited only deal this time.
Well, as a general rule, the series unit, like SBS unit, the Aneroth unit, and Galardhon will be available permanently as a unit in the Divine Summon. So yeah.
Nice. So that means you can get her any time after her release, right?
But of course, the first release will be having the best.
Right, the best
deal.
rates, of course. So you're gonna have to take advantage of that. But oh my God, I love her.
And yeah,
I really love her.
Cool.
We just met. We just met.
All right.
Awesome.
So, next brief exclusive update will be, a preview on Guild Timeline.
Oh, okay.
So
more Guild stuff.
Yeah, more Guild stuff.
Awesome.
So this is just to let you guys know that what to expect on Guild. So as we mentioned before, our team are working hard on this.
Right.
So like, Guild Raid gonna be one of big feature in the guild itself.
Right.
And it will take a little bit more time to implement due to the technical concern and stuff. Yeah, but our team is working hard on that, and in the meantime, we will be we'll be sharing with you guys what our upcoming timeline for this. Of course, things might change, but yeah, we hope that it's not going to be a big change. But don't worry about this because our team will be posting more frequent updates on forum to let you guys know our development kind of progress. Yeah.
Right.
So
you're informed.
in the meantime, what we can share with you will be the first on the September we have another guild ranking event.
Nice.
So we will be having additional frontier gates, and there'll be much better reward. Because I think some of the players are commenting about the reward of the first event that we run. We take all those feedback into consideration, and we are going to rework some of the rewards.
But they were also complaining about the rankings being fixed and stuff, and I really don't think that's true. I think you guys just need to spend more time leveling up your guild if you want to have a good rank.
Yeah, and then for this additional ranking event, we will also actively, spot in all those hackers and trying to kill. Kill,
Jesus.
Sorry, kill.
Risky.
I'm using the wrong word. I'm trying to, ban them. So yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Our team is actively looking at it.
Sorry.
I understand.
You killed me. You killed me.
Okay, so for October, we'll have a further guild level unlocked to level 180, and we'll have a guild raid warm-up.
Okay.
So what does warm-up means? It means that it will be like a very first, like a trial period for everyone.
Okay.
So everyone can take turn to play and
right, just to get a feel of how it works how everybody can play their own part in it. Okay.
In general, guild raid will be like one kind of like set up event. There will be a battle period. There will be a break period. So it is being finalized now in terms of details, so in terms of rule. But what we can share with you is that there will be a warm-up period before we start the actual season, so that everyone can get a feel and can gain some, gather some feedback to improve it or tweak it, so that it will be enjoyable for everyone. And the first season for the guild raid will be on the November. So we'll be having like Orebus world.
Nice.
We haven't shared this. We did share the Orebus world earlier, but we haven't shared
we talked about it.
Any more detail about the special units. There will be summon unit and prize unit as well.
Ooh, special units and prize units.
The summon unit will definitely help you to get more like powers and advantage on the guild raid.
Nice.
But you can also get the unit from winning or from beating the guild raid from ranking on the top, from getting the top ranking. So there'll be 2 units this time.
Okay.
And we'll update these units again, as the time.
Right. And did you say these units will actually help you to better your performance?
We are still tweaking the design of the unit itself.
Okay.
So at the moment, I don't have any much detail on what kind of skill that help you.
Okay.
But
we'll just have to wait.
But anyway, I think with enough strong members, you will be able to
definitely worth all the effort.
Yeah, the guild raid is basically players versus players. Guild versus guild. So you have to have equally strong members.
That is true. Don't be bullying your fellow summoners. That's not nice.
Right, and there will be a limit. If I'm not wrong, there will be a limit to maximum participant on one session. So you have to maybe take turn, or you have to coordinate with your guild member to maybe for this time slot it will be me and the other guild mates, and for the next time slot will be another person. So you have to coordinate with your guild mates.
To keep communicating with your guild members and make sure that you work all that out.
Right. So that's all the update for the guild timeline for now, and just look forward for our forum announcement. Hopefully frequent update on forum to let you guys know the progress of our guild development.
Awesome. Looking forward to all this new Brave exclusive content, especially those new units from the new world Galardhon. It's going to be very exciting.
No preview for now, unfortunately, but we are done with it already.
I know, but I'm so excited.
Okay, so so that's all from Brave exclusive, and next we will be going to question and answer.
Q&A, stick around. All right, and we're back with our brave answers. Time to ask Risky some questions, and I'm honored to do Anthony's part today because he's not here. But I don't know if I should do it as Shali or as Anthony.
You can do it as Shali.
Okay. Okay, it's probably for the best. You probably wouldn't like my impersonation of Anthony anyway. It's probably not even good. I don't think I've ever even tried. So let's just leave that for another time. All right, so question number 1. Aren't you afraid that implementing alternate costumes or collaboration units might make Brave Frontier lose its fantasy feel?
Well, that concern is valid. As you know, Brave Frontier is well known with unique and original characters.
Correct.
And well, we can see that players have really deep attachment on those characters.
Of course, so, I do too.
Sometimes it could be because of their story, their lore, their personalities, or just simply by their design.
Of course.
So, as you can see, actually, when we add the alternate art styles, or costumes and such, by no means it changed the actual characters' stories or lore. So, but you can see it as adding more flavor to the characters. So when when you have one of your favorite character, sometimes you want to imagine like how this character will look like if it's like in the modern era or in this kind of costumes and more options. So it is more to allow players to admire these units even more. Like
Right.
To build those attachment like to the characters.
Right.
Yeah. And don't worry too much on these guys because we can think this as an optional upgrade to the unit. So if you are free to like change switch back the alternate art style anytime.
Right, it's not a mandatory thing. Even if we do provide alternate, designs for some of the units, again, like Rizky mentioned, it's not going to change the actual story of the character or their performance on the battlefield or anything like that. It won't probably even alter the sprite.
No, the sprite will stay the same.
Exactly.
It's just like the appearance. So it's just something fun when you have a friend with a new costumes and you can see, wow.
It's just nice to see something new and exciting and just a different version of the same character that we all love and adore. So it's not a bad thing.
And about the collaboration units, so as you can see that the main purpose of the collaboration is actually to bring those fans of those game or franchise to Brave Frontier, to try on Brave Frontier. So we have to maintain certain degree of originality of the characters itself in Brave Frontier.
Right.
So we won't alter that characters much, but we also won't be choosing those collaboration that's totally off from Brave Frontier.
Right.
Like maybe something with modern era or like something totally off from the fantasy.
Yeah, I mean obviously if they did not have anything to do with Brave Frontier at all, then we probably wouldn't consider them in the first place. And I know people are going to be like, well, Vocaloid units have nothing to do with Brave Frontier. Well, actually, let me tell you that Brave Frontier has excellent music. Excellent soundtrack.
That's a valid excuse. Really.
Exactly. And, Miku and all of the Vocaloid characters are based on music, and that's what we tried to do when we ran the dungeon for them, is what was to promote their music.
Yeah, well, in general, there are certain, like a fantasy, like abstract feel on their character design as well. It's not totally modern design.
Right. I mean,
I think it's still.
But they're also even coming from the whatever world they come from, those collaboration characters. Once they step in the Brave Frontier world, they also do have to abide by Brave Frontier rules. So their design will be Brave Frontier style, and their attacks will be appropriate. So it doesn't. I don't think it makes Brave Frontier lose its fantasy level. I think if anything, it adds to it. Because there are so many units that are already so out of the fantasy feel in Brave Frontier. Anyway, so we have some like Gundam-looking like units in Brave Frontier that would have never existed back in the Middle Ages or anything like that, where they had all the knights and horses and things like that.
I think that's a kind of like a good thing with Brave Frontier because there are certain flexibility that allows you like to make maybe this certain civilization have like very advanced technology and you can have like a robot-looking things.
Exactly, and you also have to remember that Brave Frontier is attached to many different worlds. It's a world that connects to many other worlds, and those worlds don't necessarily have to be just like Brave Frontier, but they all do share something in common. For example, the King of Fighters collaboration that we recently ran, those are all warriors in their own way. Right?
Yeah,
and all the main characters in Brave Frontier, that's what they do. They fight.
And they were having like this kind of story where, there are certain way to connect their world to our world.
Of course, yes.
They'll be coming to Brave Frontier for a temporary visit.
Right.
Kind of thing.
They're not going to stay forever anyway. It's not like they're joining the main story or anything like that.
They're not going to alter the original story, so yeah.
Right, so I think it's pretty safe. I think that the fantasy in Brave Frontier shall live forever, no matter who comes to play in our tiny little world.
Right. All right.
Okay, shall we move on to number 2? Okay. Will there ever be content or specific units that would require the absurdly high team cost you obtain after reaching level 200 and above?
Okay, so as you can see, the highest cost for Omni Evolution at the moment is about 48.
Right.
Which means that the maximum cost that you ever need for the single squad of consists of all Omni units will be 240.
Okay.
And that amount is actually available from level 160. 99 onwards.
Oh, okay, that means I'm really close.
Yeah, you don't actually need level 200 for that. And as you can see now, you know, the only content that will have this kind of like encourage you to use multiple squad will just be the trial. So
and Grand Quest?
Grand Quest have another kind of mechanic where they actually limit your unit usage.
Right, so, they do. But the cost, I think, does go up once you level up, because I've found myself being able to add more complex units to my squads as I've leveled up.
I think different kind of Grand Quest will have different rules, slightly different rule. But in general, probably the solution to have like more like challenging content here is not really to limit the cost, because we don't want to alter the cost suddenly. Like, for example, we introduce a new unit with like a 60 cost, for example. That's like too much for the game. We don't want to break the game on that way.
Like, who's this guy?
And we don't want to alter all the original balancing from Japan as well. What we are going to do is probably will be something like, you know, limiting the costs or limiting the squad composition, like when we do in the Frontier Gate. Frontier Gate is actually a really good way of Frontier Grand Quest kind of style. It's a really good way to like, you know, make the game more challenging by like having a different kind of like NPC to join you, maybe a very weak NPC, or limit the unit usage to like maybe only 3 or 4 units.
Right, yeah, that would be a cool concept, because I mean, we do have the limited rarity dungeons in Frontier Gate and stuff like that. Maybe introducing something like limited cost, not necessarily the rarity, but
you can do you can limit the cost itself. You can limit the number of unit in the squad. So yeah, there are a lot of options there, but for now we don't really have any plan to like, you know, have a content that's specifically only for level 200 and plus. Yeah, but the difficulty level will be like adjusted so that you will have to like reach this level.
Right. It's better to have all that cost than not to have it at all. So trying to limit it, it's kind of counterproductive, I guess. But people want a challenge. They want a challenge. Okay, question number 3. Could you please make an auto-fuse function or allow the fusion of more than 5 units at a time so that we can raise SP more easily instead of having to choose like every single little character?
Well, this is actually a very interesting idea.
It is!
And yeah, I mean, I'm in the middle of like raising a lot of Omni units, and I'm having the same issue as well, trying to repeat the process again and again.
It's
To
extensive.
max out the SP.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are currently working on an auto sell unit in the quest repeat. So basically, when you have finished a quest, you will be able to like automatically sell a certain set of units, predefined units. So we will see how feasible it is to integrate this auto fuse function to this, because you know. Well, it will be very convenient for you to like clear the dungeon and then you set auto fuse for this unit to certain fodder units automatically to this unit.
Right.
Instead of selling it. But yeah, I think it seems that we are spoiling the players too much. Like I think it's the only game that, you know, consider those, you know, like player doesn't have to do anything.
Because the thing about that is also is like, we want this auto-fuse function or the fusion of more than 5 units at a time because we're fusing units that give you only 1 SP at a time. Don't be cheap about it. Get a Sphere Frog somewhere. You have merit points, right? So get the merit points, get yourself some decent units that will actually give you a lot of SP, and then you don't have to go through all of this, you know, hard work of doing 1 unit at a time, hoping that it gets you like 1 SP magically.
But you know, Shali, some players just want to save like me. I'm really saving my merit points. Okay, there are many ways of playing. Yeah. There are many ways of playing, but yeah.
It's an investment.
I'm more towards this.
Right. Because I mean, I like to save my best fusion materials for the best units that are gonna come out. But it's really an investment. Like when you choose to raise a unit all the way up to Omni, you gotta stick with them and you know, make sure that you get them all those parameters like maxed out and make it really worth your while, because otherwise you're just evolving units to just evolve them. And yes, it's nice to have them on your unit guide as, you know, like a trophy, like, yeah, I got this unit, but if you're not making good use of it, what's the point? So just, you know, take a chance, make an investment, make sure that you're using good units because your units deserve it.
Okay. And Well, yeah, that means you have to work more on getting, merit points and exchanging.
Exactly, which is not too hard. It's not too hard.
And yeah, regarding the fusion of more than 5 units at a time, I think at the moment, if you want to apply it like the current fusion itself, it might require a big change on the UI for sure, and possibly on the server side. So it's not a favorable option for now. Yeah, to adjust this. So yeah, I mean, as we go, we will do more like we will review more on the usability of the game. So yeah, hopefully we can improve the way to max out the SP.
Right. Yeah.
If you really are the saving.
It would just be great if we could get more units that when you fuse them, the amount of SP you get is a lot higher. That would be ideal.
Maybe,
but at the current stage that we're at, the best one is still, the sphere frogs and burst embers and things like that. So again, just, work a little bit to rack up those merit points so that you can always, trade for the sphere frogs and you can make it less painful for yourself instead of having to fuse like a bajillion fodder units to your Omni unit in order to just get like 1 SP at a time. That's my advice to you.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's move on to question number 4. Will there be easier ways to get legend stones in the future, such as guild exchange or limited time dungeons?
Okay, so as you can see, I mean, there is a purpose of having those pricing for legend stones to be so expensive.
It's like 8,000 merit points.
You don't want the players to have too many 7-star Omni. Well, but as you see, compared to the Japanese version, global version have at least 1,000 points per day that you can get from a normal achievement, and plus they are like about 10,000 points for the 2 weekends of the month. So that will be like total of 48,000 points, which
easy.
Yeah, you don't literally spend those 48,000 for all the legend stones, of course, but it's a good measure for you to choose what unit you want to evolve to.
Exactly.
Legend to the Omni or the 7-star.
Right.
Well, but I believe that there might be some adjustment in the future, like maybe because the recent unit are more Omni oriented. So, of course, players want to evolve them. But as you see, the legend stones are I think mostly are needed for the past unit, the legacy units.
Right.
So the new unit doesn't require that. So that should be okay, I think.
Should keep things under control. I think also the pace that the new legacy units are being released, the newer evolutions, it's not that fast. I think, we do 2, maybe 3 a month or something like that. So I think with 48,000 points, if you're collecting the merit points, by doing all the missions and stuff like that, you can get totally 2 legend stones pretty easily.
Right.
So
and yeah, I mean, I think probably people are being excited with using Mifune in Colosseum. So everyone is trying to evolve
If
Mifune.
you're being greedy and you want 2 or 3 or 5 versions of the same legacy unit, then that's another story. That's another story. But if you're just trying to get your legacy unit because you love that legacy unit and you want it to see its full prime form, then that's 2 legend stones a month should probably do the trick at the pace that they're being released, I think.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I think we think that the current points, monthly points, are enough to get
I think they're reasonable.
As for other sources, you can always look at our login campaigns or our special events. We often actually give legend stone as a reward. So save them for the rainy days.
Yes.
And just one last thing. It's not written here in our list, but
I
just want to address about the Omni questions because a lot of you are asking the same question.
All right.
Again.
Well, he will read his own question and answer his own question. How about that?
Well,
go for it.
Probably it's just for the Omni units, as you can see, some of the question are asking about the Japanese version of the
Oh,
unit.
yes.
And we have no control over that. It's not that we want to, divert from the Japan, but we want to keep the Japan content as it is.
We've kind of explained that.
We kind of explained that earlier.
At least twice on this show already, but I guess we can't stress enough the fact that we have no control over the units that were made for the original game. We can't give them, 7-star evolutions or omni evolutions just because we want them to. If it were up to me, like I would give all of them 7-star like evos and omni evos, but it's not up to us to, tamper with the original lore. We can only do that with the global exclusive units made specifically for the global version of the game.
Right. So for the global exclusive unit, we have more flexibility on that, and as you know that Xenia will be released as an Omni.
Yeah.
But slightly before Xenia, we are aiming for one more unit on the Halloween.
Oh my god!
I'm just giving a little hint for everyone.
Oh my god! I'm freaking out. Okay, sorry.
So you guys can just wait for a special announcement on that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
This has been in the list even before Xenia is coming out. So.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I love Halloween. I love the Halloween units so much.
So there will be one upgrade for one of the Halloween.
One upgrade! Oh my god! If it's not Samira, I'm gonna cry. But Sierra's good too. But Samira though.
I shall not speak any further.
Samira.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So that's all for the spoiler.
Yes. Oh, and there was another question that was in like the YouTube comments that is not related to any of this stuff. Somebody asked me if I have a Twitter account so that they can follow me on Twitter. I actually don't. I've never used Twitter in my life. Like, I see a lot of people use it. I don't really get it. I'm not trying to like offend or like throw shade or anything like that. I'm just saying that for me, I just don't really understand the purpose. But if there is enough hype for it, if people do want to follow and see what it is that like I'm up to, I will consider it. So just let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be like interested in, and then I may just for like shits and gigs like make a Twitter account for the first time in my life. I'm not even gonna know how to use it, but I'll do my best.
I think we can do the BNC Twitter as well. Like
yeah. Or do just like a BNC Twitter, like just for everyone to use, and you guys can tweet Anthony and ask him how his vacation was.
All right.
Okay, so that's all for our brave answers. Thank you for sticking around. And of course, for the next episode, please do leave more comments and questions in the boxes below the video so that we can address them and get back to you guys. And as always, subscribe and keep supporting us.
Okay, so as Shali mentioned earlier at the start of the video, we have a special, BNC today, which is like a 1-year BNC.
I can't believe it's been a whole year. Time just flew by.
Right, and where's your hat?
Where's my hat? Where's my dress? I don't know. I burned it. I'm kidding. I didn't do that. I'm not like that, but maybe I did.
Don't make them disappointed. But anyway, we will have like a special celebration here, like the special event that you can register to receive rewards, and we also will encourage you guys to share the video to spread out of course, not just our updates, but the game itself. So there will be more detail announced soon after this video. But here's the registration link that you can see in the slide.
Yes.
Please type this on your mobile phone.
Yes.
Because from the link itself, you'll be able to register, and you will automatically open the application itself.
Yeah, so just by registering, you're already getting the rewards, which is amazing. You can celebrate with us.
There will be some rewards, and there will be further rewards for the sharing.
Exactly.
Also.
But to get the rewards from the sharing, you also have to be registered.
Right.
So, make sure that you register. For the first thing that you do is that you register so that you can, show your support and show your love for the Brave News channel. And not only will you get those awesome rewards right off the bat, but also if you help spread the love for the Brave News channel and support us you know, throughout our quest of taking over the world.
Of Jenga, yeah.
Then, you know, all those shares and you know, spreading the word will get you even more rewards. So make sure that you tell all of your friends.
So yeah, shares get more rewards.
Yes. Awesome. So we'll be waiting for you at the registration link. Okay, and that's all we have for you today. Thanks again for stopping by and checking out our show so that you can get all of the information for Brave Frontier Global. And don't forget to subscribe and leave comments and questions and do all that fun stuff for us to keep showing your support.
Positive comments?
Yes.
Positive feedback.
Positive comments, lovely comments about Anthony. Anthony's getting a lot of love recently, so you know, keep showing up. Keep showing that love, and we'll see. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
See you again.